Heyo duckies, Andi Live here, back with another advanced OBS tutorial. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I want to take your filters and stuff to the next level using Exeldro's plugin. Check this out. So rather than just turning a filter on, here we go. You can transition directly into it like so and turn it off anytime you like as well. So rather than just having an effect turn on and off, you can create smooth transitions using the move transition filter. So let's get onto it. Make sure you do like the video if it does help you out, and also subscribe because it'll mean the absolute world to me. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. As soon as we get there, I'm doing a special stream on YouTube for quite a while. I'm guessing 5 or 6 hours, and we're just going to go and deep dive into your questions about streaming and everything like that. So get that button pressed, okay guys? Put your rock for the stone, let's go. So to get this up and running, we are going to have to use Exeldro's Move Transition plugin. If you've not seen my previous videos on it, where I deep dive how to use it for motion, you can check them out just up there. I'm also going to be using the shader filter plugin for this example, but you can use this with any sort of filter. It doesn't have to be a shader filter. It could be a crop filter. It could be absolutely anything. Literally, the world is your oyster. So let's get Move Transition installed. All the links are down below. I'm going to hit download just here. Make sure you do leave Exeldro a good like and also comment on top of this, so get signed in and sort him out there. Download the installer for the best experience, so we just hit download just there and that'll begin to download. For this example, I'm going to be using shader filter, so I'm going to leave that link in the description below as well, and press download just here and that will download it as well, these two folders here. So if we jump into the downloads and extract both of these folders, you'll get these two folders, and the Move Transition installer, just double click on it and it'll start running through the installation. If OBS is open, it won't install, so you'll need to make sure OBS is closed for that to work. Just run through the installation as you would do. Next. Exeldro's a cool guy. He's not going to hack you, alright? I know it. We're cool. We're cool. OBS shader filter just here is a little bit different. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know how to install it. We're just going to copy these two folders, go to your C drive, program files or program files 86. I'm going to go in program files and look for OBS-studio, all lowercase, and we're just going to paste them files directly in there, and it'll ask us to replace, etc. Just say, yeah, it's all cool, and that'll get that installed. And that's all you need to get this up and running. So now jumping inside OBS just here, I did close it down like an absolute moron, but it's all good. I've got it back up. So I'm just using this beautiful picture of me just here for this example. I'm going to right click on the source and press filters. It can be any source, it could be any filters, but for this example, like I say, we're going to use shader. And I'm also going to use the fisheye. So if you've not seen my fisheye tutorial, and for the download links, go and check that out just up there as well. And we can definitely have a look at that. So fisheye just here, load shader from text file. Pardon me, sorry, that was probably really rude. I shouldn't do that, but it's alright. It's alright, you're here to learn. And I'm going to use fisheye just here, and you can see it already blows my face up a little bit. We can increase the power to change how much it is blown up by, and obviously too far inverts it, but you can do minus numbers as well with this. Pretty cool. Definitely check out that video. So I can do 0 to put it to normal and 2 to make it massive like that. So I'm going to leave it at 0 for now. I'm going to press the plus sign again and create a move value. Press move value. I'm going to call this fisheye on. Filter, we're going to look for fisheye because that's going to search any filter in this list. We're going to press setting, and we want to change the power because the power is the setting we want to change just here. So go across to that, and the value we want it to turn on, so we want to change that to 2 because that's what we experimented. What you can do with this is set it to whatever you like. Say if I want 2.1, that looks even crazier. 2.1, go back to fisheye on and press get value, and it will pull that number directly from that filter. So the duration, I want it to last a second, so I'm going to put in 1000 milliseconds. Easing function, completely up to you guys what you want to do. Start trigger, I like to have it on enable and disable, because it turns off when it's complete like so, and it makes it a little bit easier to use inside of Touch Portal, Stream Deck, Leon board, all that sort of jazz. And now you can see that it's stuck on. We need to get one to turn it off, so I'm going to create another filter of move value. I'm going to call this fisheye off, and the filter I'm going to use is fisheye again, and this time we're going to change the power to 0. Again, we're going to put that down as a second. It's completely up to you what numbers you want to use and different things like that. Same with the easing function start trigger. I'm going to use enable and disable again, and I'm going to press the I, and you'll see I can go in and I can go out, and go in and go out. Because normally you'd get it to look like this. If you were to turn it on and off, it would look like that. So rather than it looking like that, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. But make sure you do have fisheye turned on there, otherwise it won't work. So if I turn that off, this is still moving that, but because that filter is not on, you won't see the difference. For instance, if I turn it on now, whilst it's turned off, this is very complicated, turn it on, you can see it's on. So they do work, and then you can put that inside of Leoran board or inside of Touch Portal just using a filter change. So change the visibility of the filter, and that is pretty much all there is to it. It's super simple to do, and it really can elevate how your stream looks and make more, rather than turning effects on and off, you can have them transition in, and it does make it look a lot smoother. I'm not seeing many people use it at the moment, so get ahead of the curve. You know, that's what we're all about on this channel. Hopefully, if I've helped you out, make sure you press that like button and also subscribe. Again, 10k subscribers, we're going to be doing a huge stream where I can help you guys out, alright? Let's get on with it. Put your rock over the stone, and I'll see you in the next one.